Hello, friends. I'm so excited to be here. It is Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And my name is Genevieve Coe. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love to share stamping. It wasn't originally like that. I was really nervous about creating and crafting. I didn't think of myself as a crafty person. But over these years, I've been a demonstrator now for over 15 years. I have discovered that everybody has a little spark of creativity in them, and Stampin' Up! Products make it so fun and so easy to play. That's what I call it now. I call it playing with paper, and I have fun with it. And part of my fun is getting to share that with you. So go ahead and use the comments if you can. Every week, I'm learning something new about this software program, and there's a big banner that says can't post comments to some destinations. I don't know what that means. So I'm sorry if you are in a place where you can't post comments, but hopefully on my Facebook page or maybe my YouTube channel, you can comment and say hello. I love to feel like I'm connecting with you. I love to read your comments. I read every single one of them because for me, it's no fun to be crafting by myself. It really means a lot when you join in and engage with me. And as a thank you, I usually pick a little winner to send a little happy mail to. So I've got someone now I'm sending a little happy mail to. It's actually Karen Snow. You were the random winner. So I don't know if you're watching live today, but I will send you a little bit of happy mail. So thank you for joining me. What can you expect when you join me on Tuesday mornings? So basically, this wonderful software program should now be sending this video to my Facebook page, my Facebook group, and my YouTube channel. So wherever you're commenting, welcome. And really what I like to do is share what's going on in my life. Sometimes you'll hear random stories about my family, but you'll also hear what's happening in Stampin' Up!, which is a company that manufactures stamps and allows me to sell them to you. And as well, you'll find out what's going on in my happy crafting world because I offer special exclusive offers or classes just to help spark your creativity and make it easy for you to create. If you're anything like me, you've got a super busy life, lots of things going on. I've got a family, I've got a full-time job. I want to get out to this gorgeous spring weather, but I always make time to craft and create because I love it. I enjoy it. And I really feel like life is too short to not do the things that we enjoy. It's actually a gift to have the privilege and opportunity to sit down and craft. And as well, I think it's great. Hi, Rose. I think it's great to share that with you. So I'm really happy to be on here. Why don't I start with what's coming up? So a few things coming up. Hello, this is the next catalog. I can't show you the inside, Stampin' Up! Rules, but I can show you the cover and tell you that this is going live May the 2nd. So what that means, if you're unfamiliar, this is kind of like this in-between time where products from the previous catalogs, we have two, like an annual catalog and a mini catalog, the products are retiring come May the 1st. And so everything is last chance. The things that are not in this book are like last chance. So I just wanted to make sure you know that. Some of you who watch regularly or read my newsletters, if you're not part of my newsletter list, make sure to join. The link to join my newsletter list is in the description. Or you can use the, let me see, I've got a kind of a link tree link. You can see it there at the bottom of my screen, linktree/Stampin' for Fun. You can also join my newsletter list through there. So I just want to really emphasize that this is a unique time period. And so some of the products that are leaving are like gone for good and they're only last chance. So how can you know what's still available and what's not available? Like, for example, I grabbed a couple of cards that I received recently. Here's a gorgeous one that I received from my friend Zara, one of the Team S.T.I.C girls. And it's a beautiful card using a beautiful designer series paper and some beautiful gems. And you might be saying, like, are these items retiring? I don't know. How can I find out? So the best thing to do is to go to the online store. So as I mentioned, the best way to check it out, to go to my online store, is to go to that Linktree/Stampin' for Fun. And let me see if I can screen share what it looks like on my online store. So once you go to my online store, maybe it's this link. Okay. So if you clicked my link specifically, it should have my picture in the top left corner. I went to the generic. If you forget the Linktree/Stampin' for Fun, you can just go to stampinup.ca, and you just got to make sure that you are putting me as your demonstrator. So let's check this out. There I am, Genevieve Co. You just click that. It's got my picture. So then you know that you're on my online store. So with the last chance things, if you're just curious to see what's leaving, just go to specials and click last chance products. Okay, and then you'll see everything that is leaving. So it's really easy. All you have to do is just click on what you want. So our product of the month this month is actually this Happy Labels bundle. So if you're loving it, just click on it, and don't be afraid. You can add to cart, add as much as you want to your cart, because you can view it there, and then you can delete things if you don't want them. So I really recommend just filling up your cart, and then you can look at everything in one place that you've put in your cart, and then you can delete, add, whatever. And if you want to go back to shopping, you can just kind of continue shopping by going back to the tabs at the front. Okay, so the other thing I've done with the last chance products, and I don't know if this is you, besides scrolling through like millions of pages, is there's a filter on the right. And so because I like discounts, are you with me? I will do a price low to high. And so that will actually sort the things that are by price. So for example, the basic black Stampin' Right marker is retiring. It's only $2.97. The polished pink open weave ribbon, $3.90. Like, so this is a great way to sort as well. Okay. And so, but you're going to just have to kind of scroll through, see what's coming, see what's going, and take a peek. Now, this card that I showed you is, I believe it's called By the Bay. So it is really helpful if you know the name of the products. Okay. And then you can see that the bundle right now is on low inventory, but it doesn't say that it's retiring. So that bundle might be carrying over. Okay, but the paper, for example, is retiring because it says right there, retiring soon, and it's on sale, $16.80. This is gorgeous paper. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea of how to use the online store. Hopefully that's screen shared okay. You might need to tell me in the comments if it worked. I'm trying all this special software, and it's actually good, even though, oh, do you guys ever feel like sometimes, oh, things are challenging? Ever since I started my stamping business, although originally I started just for the discount and to enjoy a discount on my favorite products, I did slowly grow it into a business. And that's actually one of the best things I love, that my brain is always learning new things. And so one of these things I'm learning is this software program, but it's going to be great. I'm trying all sorts of new things with it. And it's going to be great because next month, when I am away most of the month for, I'll be traveling for work, and because of the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, which I told you guys about last week, what's going to happen to my Tuesday videos? Don't worry. I'm going to be super organized, and I'm going to pre-record it, and I will still go live at 9 a.m. That's the plan anyway. We shall find out the truth. But hopefully I'll always have some inspiration for you, and I'm so glad that technology can help us enjoy it. Good morning. Good morning. I love seeing the names pop up. Okay, so that is the first news, the annual catalog last chance period. You guys need to know that. If you don't have a demonstrator already, or if you're one of my regular girls and you'd like a hard copy of the catalog, make sure to request your copy. I don't send it out automatically. You do need to register for it at the Linktree/Stampin' for Fun and register for your catalog. They have finally arrived at my door. So my helper and I are going to be putting my labels on the back, packing it into my purple envelopes, and sending it out. If you haven't shopped with me in the past year, there is a $7 charge just to help offset the shipping and the effort to get it all packed and pretty for you. But I'll refund the $7 if you do place an order anytime before the end of June. What else can I tell you? Next thing to know is upcoming classes. Okay, I've got a big one coming up that I would love everybody to participate in. Anybody across Canada can participate. So whether you're watching from, I don't know, Nova Scotia to British Columbia to Newfoundland. I know I'm in Ontario here, but I love to serve stamping all across the country. I would love to invite you to participate in a special fundraiser I am doing. And this fundraiser is a fundraiser for, let's see whether I can find it for you. The fundraiser is to raise money. Our church group is going to serve up in Thunder Bay, and many of you know that I have a partnership with a organization up in Thunder Bay called Northwind Family Ministries, and they provide services, counseling, support for Indigenous families, and supporting them through trauma that they've experienced. So we have a team going up, and we would love for you to support us in our fundraiser. We're going to make 10 greeting cards, 2 of 5 different designs. You can join us in person in Markham on June the 3rd, or take a kit to go if you live across the country or you can't make it on that day. The cost is $45. Oh, I didn't write that on my little flyer. But anyway, the cost is $45 for the 10 cards. So it's a great value, but $10 of that will be a direct donation to this fundraiser. And guess what? You can up that amount to $20 if you host a private session. So I am a huge fan of private sessions. Because maybe you can't make the date, maybe you can't come to Markham to do the cards with me. Maybe you have a group of friends that you just want to hang out with and you don't want to meet, go into a class with different friends. Host a private session. I will prepare everything just for you. You'll still get the same 10 cards, but you'll get a more intimate experience. And then it's the same $45, but instead of a $10 donation, you will be making a $20 donation. So it's my way of saying thank you for introducing this happy hobby to some friends. You'll all go home with your 10 cards. I can do it over Zoom. I can do it in person. If you live locally, I would love for you to participate. So please just let me know in the comments that you're interested. And guess what? It can be any friends, adults, children, your book club, your Red Hat Society, your tennis club. I would be happy because you don't need any experience. I promise I make crafting super easy for anyone. If this is your first time joining the live, don't be shy. Let me know. I would love to do just a little session with you to get you up to speed. But my Tuesday videos are a great way to see what I do as well. So thank you for joining me. Anything, if you're ready to register, the link is in the description, or go to that Linktree/Stampin' for Fun. Okay, are there any questions? Why don't we start going into our product of the month? Let's see whether I can bring up my tabletop here, and hopefully you can see. Okay, So, who remembers what our product of the month is? I love to choose a product each month and showcase it each month and show different ways to use it, just so that you get an idea of sort of how to move forward, how to use the product to be inspired. So this month I'm using the Happy Labels bundle. I love it because, first of all, we can all use some sentiments that are useful for all different occasions. But I'm a sucker for coordinating punches. And so this punch actually creates little ticket ends, fun little ends to make little labels. So if you had joined me last week, you would have seen that we created this bright and cheerful card. And you can see how the sentiments fit perfectly on the label, and the punch gives it that fun little edging. We're totally changing tracks this week. This was bright, colorful, not my usual color palette, but hey, that's the best thing about Stampin' Up! Product is you can go wild. Now, if you're getting started and you're not sure how to start, the best thing to do is to see if you can get some of my card packets. I like to pre-cut things for you, make it easy, so you can actually earn for free 4 pre-cut card packets. They all come like pre-packaged in an envelope with the pieces cut and prepped for you. And I will send them to you free of charge. Anybody who places an order this month, $60 or more, will get one of these 4 card packets absolutely free. Now, if you are a Team S.T.I.C Direct Team member, you also can get the packets free just with a $10 charge. That's just a special thing I do for my Team S.T.I.C stampers, because obviously they can shop with their own discount and enjoy all the demonstrator perks themselves. But for those of you that aren't demonstrators yet, feel free to join my team. We have monthly get-togethers, swapping, lots of things going on. But if you want to get the packet, you just need to place a minimum $60 order. Just remember to use the host code of the month so that I know that you can get the packets for free. Your order just has to be a minimum of $60. So it's a great time to shop with everything going on. So this bundle right now, you get 10% off when you buy it as a bundle. If you wait till May, these 2 items will still be in the catalog, but you won't be able to get the 10% off for buying them together. So that's a good reason for grabbing it now. So I hope you enjoyed the card that we did last week. Let's get started with this week's card. So I'm going to be using a cardstock color called Fresh Freesia. I'm actually giddy with excitement because Fresh Freesia was a color that was slated to retire, but we got the news that it is carrying over into the new catalog. So yay! So for those of you that are new, you may as well just know I'm in love with purples and pinks. Okay, so but I do branch out like I did last week. It may have felt a little awkward for me, but I understand some of you aren't in love with purple and pink, so it's good to try new things. But I'm back to my love. We're using Fresh Freesia, and that'll be our card base. So our cardstock often comes in 8.5 by 11 size, and I just cut it in half at 5.5, and that is how I got the card base. And you're thinking, what? It doesn't look like a card base yet. No, it doesn't, but it will. So why don't we get crafting? Make sure to use the comments. So if you have any questions, I can try to answer them. Okay. And a really helpful tool, if you don't have one already, is our Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. So I've already cut it in half at 5.5. I'm going to score it at 4.25. So what scoring is, you just use this lighter blade, push down, and it gives a nice crease mark. Okay, so that's what I mean. It just makes a card base. So 1 sheet of cardstock makes 2 cards. And then I like to do a layer. So I'm going to cut a layer at 4 inches by 5.25 inches. Okay, and that will be our layer on top. And I like to give it a little pizzazz, so I am going to emboss it with this Pretty Flowers embossing folder. I don't know if it's available anymore. It is retiring. So I don't know, at the time I designed the card, it was still available. So all you have to do is go to my online store like I showed you and type in Pretty Flowers, and you'll see if it's still available. If it doesn't come up, then it means it's sold out. But anyway, let's do that. If you haven't seen embossing in action, you want to see it. It's awesome. You're going to use our cut and emboss machine. And we're going to pop it in here. Put it in between these two plates. And we're going to roll. It's as easy as that. And when you roll, it applies an even pressure around the folder. And so, ta-da, you have this beautifully embossed background. It's so gorgeous. Okay, I never get tired of seeing the magic happen, so that's why I had to show you, even though I could have pre-embossed it for you, but I never want to miss the magic if I can help it. Okay, so that is our card, and let's adhere it. So we're going to use I'm using Seal Plus just because I don't know where my seal adhesive is. Seal Plus is a very strong adhesive. The reason why it's sitting on my table is because I was making little gifts for the ladies' retreat day. And I was using quite a lot of this Seal Plus. Okay, next thing we need to do for our card. If you're just joining in, say hello in the comments. I love to read your comments and connect with you. Okay, so we're going to use this crumb cake, and I don't have the measurement for you. I could tell you our fabulous grid paper, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I'm actually bringing in a different stamp set. So I know our feature stamp set is Happy Labels, and you will see me use that on this card. But I pulled in the Petal Park. So if you have any stamp set, those of you who have the card packets from placing your minimum $60 order online last month, and if you're stamping along, just grab any sort of flower set that you have. So I'm using the Petal Park, and I'm going to grab these leafy elements, and I'm just kind of adding a bit of interest to the card. So our stamps always need to mount onto a block, and I'm just going to go tone on tone. So I'm taking the crumb cake and inking it up. Okay, yeah, go ahead and say hi in the comments. And I often like to pick a winner for some happy mail, so it just makes me happy if you comment. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, just kind of go like this. Put a bit of a leafy background on there. And I'm using the same ink color on the cardstock. So I'm using crumb cake on crumb cake. And the coordination, Stampin' Up! Coordination is actually what they're famous for. They're pretty famous in the crafting world. And it's the coordination that makes them a real winner. So the crumb cake, and then we're going to grab the flowers. So there are flowers that coordinate with these leaves. This is the best thing about buying Stampin' Up! Stamps. Everything works together. Okay, and let's put that on a block here. And then we're just going to figure out the best way to kind of put the flowers. There's a giant hole in between the leaves, so I'm assuming that the flower fits in there. And we'll stamp it. Okay. So in the giant hole you go. Okay, not bad, right? It just fills it in, adds a little floral. Good morning, Nan. Good morning, Linda. Okay, so we've got that. That looks great. Okay, so this is my jam, going with the flowers, going with the pretty soft colors. I'm going to adhere that on. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now is I am going to take a strip of the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. I've been highlighting this paper quite a bit recently. Let me show you some of the designs in here. So these are products from the online exclusive section. So not all our products can be found in the catalog. Some of the products can be found only online. So that's why you want to become familiar with using my online store. So this paper, it's called Hello Irresistible, is absolutely gorgeous. Here's a few samples of it. So I'm just using a tiny strip here, but I thought the colors were so pretty and went really nicely with the fresh freesia. Okay, so look at this design. Okay, so how many of you are paper hounds like me? I love collecting beautiful papers because it really adds some gorgeous color and interest to the card. So I'm just using a tiny strip here. And I'm gonna put it across. I hope I'm not going too crooked. Even if it is crooked, the card's handmade, it's okay. Okay, and then we're gonna take the vellum. So vellum cardstock is like a translucent, transparent kind of cardstock. I've already pre-cut it into this shape using the Something Fancy dies. Okay, so that again is using the cut and emboss machine. I pre-cut it out. And so when you get your card packets, everything will be pre-cut out for you. It will have been embossed too, but I really wanted to show you the magic with the embossing. Okay, so we'll put this on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some of our dimensionals. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have some here. But I'm just being a little careful where I am putting the dimensional backings. I guess we can always move it because I'm going to try to hide, because it's translucent, I prefer to not, have it be glaringly obvious that it's there. Okay, so the dimensionals are really strong. I've actually just put one on. Okay, and then now I'm going to use our stamp set of the month. I'm going to use Life is Better with You. And I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia again. Okay, matchy matchy. I love it. We'll do the Life is Better with You. And again, awesome to have the correct size block. I think this is a G block. No, sorry, an H block. Each block has a letter name. And I'll use the crumb cake again. So as you can see, you don't need a whole whack of stuff. Like if you just get a few coordinating things, you can actually go a really long way. So I'm just stamping Life is Better with You. Okay, and then I'm going to use our paper snips. And I'm going to snip. So I'm going to do the Life is Better with You. Okay, so I've just snipped it apart. I'll probably just trim this end here so it's a little more even. I can put this down here. I can put this here, wherever I want. Okay, so let's stick that down. Shall we use dimensionals? Give it a little height. So the dimensionals are like little foam things that give height, but I might just put it flat because we've already got the height on that other label. Hello, good morning. Okay, if you're watching the replay, you're still welcome to comment as well. Life is Better with You. I don't know where I want the with you. I don't know. Okay, somewhere down here. Okay, look at how fast that card came together. And then we want to add a little bling bling. Where are my gems? So these are really fun. They're called flowers, adhesive back flower trinkets. And there's multiple colors on them. Okay, so there's kind of like silver, gold. So I'm going to use the gold because I think it goes really nice with crumb cake. My packet already has it pre-cut. So see, when you earn the free packets, or if you're a Team Stick member and you order the packets, you will get the gems as well. Okay, so look at exactly the same stamp set, two totally different cards. All I had to do was kind of change it up. Change up the colors, change up the paper. I changed up the orientation. This one's portrait, this one's landscape. What do you guys think? Isn't it fun how stamping can give you just that little bit of creativity, but you don't have to create everything because they already have the artwork. You just need to tap, tap, tap and stamp. All the tools are available for you and make it easy. So I think that's what I wanted to share today. I'm sure I have lots of other things to share, but I have to get going because today is a big day. Today is Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. And so the second Tuesday of each month, I like to do a little crafty class. The ladies will make 3 cards. If you're living anywhere near the Markham area, please drive and come to a class. Lunch, Laugh, and Craft is my most economical class. It's only $20 for 3 cards, or it's free if you place an order at the class. And we eat at Swiss Chalet. So we do the class in the back of the Swiss Chalet. So those of you who are Canadian, I think you know what Swiss Chalet is, right? Like it's a chicken joint. You can get chicken pot pie, you can get chicken salad, you can get chicken soup. Anyway, it's a really fun outing for me. And it's the perfect class to bring a friend to. It's kind of a lunch hour class. It runs from 11 to 1. And believe it or not, you can have lunch, make 3 cards, chat with some new people, and be done and out of there in 2 hours. So that's how I like to run it. It's a nice getaway, and bring a friend. So that's today. I'm going to go and pack up my bag and get ready for that. But it's not too late. You can sign up for next month. So before I leave for Norway, um, there's going to be Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. So please register. The registration link is in the description. Just hit the Linktree/Stampin' for Fun, or I think I have a class registration, and come and visit me. I would love to see you. Thanks. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.